Hello my gorgeous little love bugs out there, and welcome. In today's video I'm going to do another Shop My Stash. I really enjoyed the first one that I did, and I feel like it's really good to like incorporate older makeup on my channel instead of only focusing on the new stuff, because I know a lot of you are trying to stay away from buying new makeup and really want to focus on what you already have. So I think these videos help remind everyone we already got some good stuff that we have in our collection to use. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bree and I'm just a crazy lover of all things beauty, and I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot of indie makeup, so if that's what you're into, please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I'd love to have you here. But with that being said, let's get into this video. All right, loves, welcome. It's time to use some oldies but goodies, and I'm excited. I really like these videos because it makes me go through my collection and be like, oh wow, I should use that. I haven't used this in a while. I've never used this, you know. I think it's good to just go back through what you already have instead of focusing on like the new releases and what you don't have, you know. So what I did the last time in my Shop My Stash is I went through like makeup drawers with you, like on camera, and like my shelves back here, and picked makeup with you. I felt like it's more fun than me just showing you what I already decided to pick. So we're gonna get into that part, and then when I'm finished picking, we'll get back here and create a look together. So now we're gonna get into my dirty drawers, and this is a hot mess, but let's pick a concealer. I think this one. I haven't tried this yet. I've had this for a while in my collection too. Another unused product. This is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that for concealer. Maybe I'll use this Collato's Tone Activator eye primer, which the component is so dirty. I don't know why. And then in this drawer here, I have like Super Shocks eyeliners, like hot liners, these from like Shady Glow. And then I have a bunch of powders, and I was thinking I'd use one that I haven't tried before. So maybe this one. This is the Cover FX powder. They're loose setting powder and translucent light. I had a phase where I bought a bunch of powders during a like Ulta sale, so I have a lot of untouched powder. So I'm gonna use that. I'll go down to foundation. So I'm thinking, looking at it, I'll go for this one. I haven't used this. I don't think I've ever used this on camera. This is the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear. Really good for oily skin. So that will go. Oh, sorry for the camera. And then primers. I think I'm going to try to use one I've never used before, which I have this one right here. I don't think I've used this before. This is a 4-in-1 correcting primer. Energize and Rescue. Okay, let's do it. Let's try it. And then we're on my other side here. And here is, oh, that's my daily makeup drawer. Here is highlighters and bronzers. Oh, what do I want to do for bronzers? What have I not used in a while? Maybe this one. Patrick Ta, She Sculpted one. Here's what it looks like inside. It has like a cream side and a powder side. It's been a while, so I'm gonna use that. I don't want to use a highlighter palette, so we're gonna go down here. Well, these are blushes. We'll pick blush too. What kind of blush do we want? I think I'm gonna do like a burgundy kind of look. So I'm thinking I want a ready blush, right? I'm thinking this adult only one. Oh yeah, we're gonna use that for blush. And then down here is where I have some like face palettes, and I'm thinking maybe this. I haven't used this in a long time. It's from Anastasia, Beverly. This is the Aurora Glow Kit. I don't know if they sell this anymore. Yeah, we're gonna do this. I haven't used this in so long. And I think now we need to pick palettes. So let's go over to my palettes. So here are my palettes, right? I have a bunch here. I also have those smaller ones in the drawer that you saw. But I already have something in mind. So I was thinking this palette right here, the Melt Merete Palette, because they restocked it. I'm not sure if it's still in stock, but I feel like a lot of people probably ended up picking this up. So I was like, you know what? Maybe this would be helpful for those of you who have just picked this up. But then I was also thinking with this that I would use some singles. So I was thinking back here, I wanted to use my Cleona Shadows because they are relaunching a bunch of new shadows in their stained glass collection. So I was like, maybe I should use, I'm thinking these two ones up at the top. So I'm going to use those two. And then for lippies, I think I want to use this Nabla lipstick. I love this. This is called Nolita. Like, since I already have like a look in mind, oh yeah, that would be perfect. Okay, so that's everything for lips and eyes. And now we have it all picked up. So let's get to the look. So now we're gonna get into the Pure 4-in-1 Correcting Primer, which I'm pretty sure I got this from a BoxyCharm or maybe an Ipsy box, and I haven't had those in a long time. It might have been like a year or longer since I've had one of those subscriptions. So that's how long this has been sitting in my collection. But this is the 4-in-1 Correcting Primer. It says it energize and rescue with aloe, coconut water, and probiotics, and it's silicone free. So, correcting primer. I mean, it doesn't really have a color to it, so I don't know how it's a correcting primer. It has a slight coconut smell, and it feels just like a lightweight moisturizer. Wow. It almost feels like kind of watery. But it feels really hydrating. Ooh, I like how this feels. I think this is something I would want to use as like a daily moisturizer more than like a primer. So now going into the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear. This is in the shade 330. I think it was Bis Neutral. So I think it's like a medium neutral shade. I'm gonna use my Unearthly foundation brush. And I'm gonna pump a couple in here. I don't know when's the last time I've used this foundation. And I'm pretty sure I've never used this on camera because I got it kind of late. Like it released like, I don't know, years ago, and I picked it up. I don't even remember when I picked this up. But it wasn't like a new product where people would want to see me use this on camera. But it is really nice for oily skin. And I feel like even normal skin, to me it has more of like a comfort matte finish. It's not like a super mattifying dry down, but it does last like really well on the skin. So now let's get into the concealer, which is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Concealer. I have the shade 11, which says it's light medium, but this looks really light. Oh, I also think I got this in a BoxyCharm. That's why I have so many unused products, because they came in a BoxyCharm and then I was like overwhelmed and I had too much makeup and then I kept buying new stuff. So the BoxyCharm stuff got forgotten about because I was focusing on the things that I, you know, wanted to purchase. But ooh, okay, this color actually isn't that bad. And it feels like it's a little bit like on the thicker side. I'm gonna go in with this sponge and dab it out. Let's see. Ooh, it gives nice coverage. Oh wow, okay, yes, really good coverage. Looking good. So now let's get into this Cover FX loose setting powder. This is called the Perfect Setting Powder. Well, let's find out if it's perfect and open it up. Okay, it has like a little cap like that. It's so sad that I didn't even know how it looked like inside. But this is what the powder looks like. This is from old YouTube makeup days too. This has been out for a while. And there was someone I used to watch that would always use this. So I'm gonna set my under eyes with this. Remember the days when like everybody would like bake their under eyes? I had that phase too. I would like put like so much powder under my eyes and then let it sit. But then it would always make my under eyes so dry. And then I realized, you know what? That's probably not the best method for me. But this one, I'm gonna kind of dust a little bit of it away. So I will now do bronzer. Since I already powdered, I would just use the powdered bronzer that's in here. This is the Patrick Ta Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo in the shade She's Sculpted. This is what it looks like. The cream part is more cool tone because it is more for contouring. So it works out because I'm not really much of a contourer. So I'm going to go into this powder. This is such a good shade for me. It's a really nice product, very blendable. And it's a shame that I haven't used this in a while. Wow, it's such a silky, like soft powder. Really good shade for me. It's not overly warm, but it's not overly cool. It's kind of in between. Maybe it leans a little warm, but I'm gonna blend that in, get some color to my face. So I think we're now getting into a blush. Oh, one of my favorite red blushes, and it has a sheen. It's a glowy red blush. What more could I ask for? And it's gonna match perfectly with this look that I'm about to do. And the shirt I have on, it's just gonna be magic burgundy reddish goodness today. So I'm gonna put that on ever so lightly. So now let's put on highlighter, right? That seems like the next step. And I'm thinking maybe Lyra or maybe Eclipse. Like an orangey highlighter I think would be really pretty with this. Do I want this one? Is that Eclipse? Ooh, I feel like Eclipse has like a pinky little flip to it. So I'm gonna use Eclipse. Honestly, I don't think you can pick this up anymore. But man, when I first got this, I was obsessed. This is when I was getting into like more interesting highlighters. And this was like big when it first came out. Like ABH used to be such a hyped up brand back in the day. Like, you know, when you had to like wait longer for releases to come out, and then so when they did come out, it was like so exciting. And it's not like these days where it's like there's constantly new stuff coming out. It was like you had to wait for those big releases to happen. And it was just more exciting those days, you know, more simple. I miss the slower days, you know. But this is still really beautiful for being something I've had so long in my collection. Let's put some primer on, going into the Collato's Tone Activator Primer. And this one definitely has pigment to it. I don't know about the whole tone activator like claims, because I guess it's supposed to like mesh to your skin tone. But this has already a tint to it. So let's get into the palette now. So I'm going to start off with these Luscious Mattes that are in this palette. This is one of the best palettes that Melt has done, and now I get why like they brought it back. So many people were like, please bring this back. We need this in our lives. And they're right. You do need this in your lives. I mean, you don't really need any kind of makeup product, but you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to start off with Corazon. This pretty vivid red. It's definitely a more true red. And if you go in lightly, you can use this as a transition. Like you can sheer it out and make it a little lighter, like a little bit more mid-tone, because overall this palette is very dark and there's not really any mid-tones. There's like really deep or like that pastel mint, but this one you can build it up to be really, really bright and intense, or you can sheer it out like how I am doing. I'm just shearing it very lightly out on my lids. I think we should just go on to the next step and get into Sangre and use that with the same brush, but I'm going to concentrate it more on the outer corner and then bring it into the crease, like keeping it a little lower than the first shade, and use this as the deepening shade. I'm just going to slowly deepen up the look. I don't want it to get too intense too quick. I'm going to go even darker, and I'm going to go into Velorio, I think that's how you would say it. And this is just even deeper than the second shade, and I'm gonna just concentrate that on the outer corner. I'm not gonna take it too far. I'll take a little bit into the crease. So I'm gonna go and do the lower lash line the same as what's up here. I'm just gonna match it. We're having a, you know, a monochromatic moment today with an interesting pop in the inner corner. That's what we're going for, or at least what I'm going for. There it is for the mattes. I think we should get into the shimmers and then we'll do the inner corner highlight. So I have these two singles right here that I want to use. And let me get the shade names. They're on the back of them. So this is the shade Torch, which is the lighter one. And then I have the shade called Kiln, which I think this one has like a burgundy to like an orange shift. I mean, there's a bunch of different shifts in these, but they're so good. So I'm going to get a flat shader brush. I'm gonna pick it up. I love the stained glass collection from Cleona. I don't even know, do I want to add glitter primer? I don't think I need glitter primer. I'm just gonna put this right on. So I'm having a little bit of fallout, so I'm gonna wet it. I'm gonna wet the brush to try to avoid the fallout. Oh, my setting spray is dying on me. And I'm gonna put that right there. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys can see the shift, but it has like a beautiful shift to like an orange on this. And this is, I think, one of their like jeweled multichromes. Like this one's one that has like that black base, like a traditional multichrome. So now going into Torch, which I think, I can't remember if this is one of the glitter types. Honestly, they have so many different types in the stained glass collection that I cannot remember. But I'm going to spray that one because this one is a little bit more flaky. It's not as smooth as the Kiln one. It's way more like sparkly. So now I'm going to do a pop of mint in the inner corner. And I was going to use like one of these shades, but I think I want to use another stained glass because this is so pretty. So I'm thinking this one right here. This is a beautiful mint, right? Yes, this is called Ripple, which I think this is one of the glitter types too. Oh yes, oh my god, this is gonna be so pretty. I'm gonna pick it up with this flat brush and I'm definitely gonna wet it because this one is very flaky. And I'm gonna just pop that in the inner corner for a pop of mint. Just something unexpected, right? Did you expect a mint pop here? I feel like you would expect like, or I would expect someone to put like gold there. But this little like mint moment, I love doing that with looks, like just putting something more interesting in the inner corner. So that is it for the shadows that I want to use on my eyes. I'm loving how this came out. So I'm going to use this Isabel Cosmetics lip liner. I'm not sure what number it is, but it's the ready one. I'll link it below. I'm going to use that to line. Okay, I think that's a decent line job. So now let's go into the Nabla shade in Nolita. Oh, yes. And just put that on. This is a matte formula. And I think it's going to go really well with this lip liner. Now I'm going to do the rest of my makeup. So I'm just going to do some liner with the Huda Beauty Life Liner Quick and Easy, Create a Wing. And then I'm going to go in with the Shockwave liner in Fresh in the waterline, put on some mascara, and then I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. Alright guys, I'm back. Here's the finished look. Show you guys up close. I love the pop of mint. I love the burgundies. I just love the shades from Cleona. I love the mattes from Melt. So this made like the perfect combo. And then with this lippy, with this top, I just feel sexy. I love when a look can make you just feel like extra sexy, fierce, bold, empowered. I just love that about makeup. It really can just put you in such a good place. At least it does that for me. But what I did off camera, besides use the Huda liner to do a wing and the Fresh liner from LA Girl, I did decide to pop the mint shade, the Lagrimas shade right here over the Fresh liner, just so it would be a brighter, more vivid mint. I really wanted that to pop in the waterline. And then for mascara, I used the trusty Good Vibes mascara and the Rare Beauty mascara. These make like the perfect combo. This gives a lot of length. This gives a lot of volume. And I've been wanting to just rock my natural lashes more lately and take a break from falsies. But that was everything. That was everything for this look. Let me zoom out a little bit and wrap up this video. I had so much fun filming this. I really like doing Shop My Stash videos because it gives me a chance to rediscover old favorites and also like find makeup that was untouched in my collection and give me a chance to really focus on the things that I already have, because a lot of times I'm doing like new makeup and reviews and like looks and stuff, and I don't really get a chance to touch the stuff that I've already had for some time. So this was really fun. I got a chance to play with makeup. I love how this look turned out, and it's just a reminder that I just have so many good things to already play with in my collection. And hopefully this like inspired you to use makeup you already had, and maybe like showed you makeup that you were thinking about buying, like older makeup that I got a chance to use, like the Merete palette, because This is like the best. This is one of the best melt palettes out there. The mattes are beautiful in this, and I'm so happy that they restocked it and give people a chance to pick it up. Now, I don't know if this is still there, and I don't know how long it will be there, but definitely pick it up if you have a chance to, and if you did, you picked up a good one. The Cleona shades are amazing. Like, the stained glass collection is so good. Like, some of the best multi-chromes ever, and I'm so excited that they're expanding their stained glass collection and coming out with like new options and like expanding the current options that they already have. So these are so good. They're pricey but worth it because they're just so special, so amazing. And then everything else I already knew I love. Like, this is a good foundation. The primer right here, to me, it's more like a daily moisturizer, like a gel moisturizer. That's probably how I'll use this, but it felt really good and hydrating on the skin, and I like that it like completely dried down. The Cover FX powder, just a standard powder. I don't really have opinions on it. I do like this Dose of Colors concealer though. Like, it's sitting so beautiful under the eyes. Like, there's no creasing or anything. Okay, really good coverage. Like, why did I wait so long to use this? Ooh, I'm gonna use this more. I'm so happy that I did this video. The lippy is stunning, but I've already loved this lippy, and I mean, just everything was so good. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it fun, found it interesting. Hopefully you like the look that I created, but you will have to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you focusing on new makeup? Do you like these kind of videos? Like, what are your thoughts? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoyed this video, you like a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I'd love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will link all the makeup as long as they're still available. I will have other videos of mine that you might be interested in, as well as like my first Shop My Stash video that I did. I will also have my contact and my social media platforms linked. So if you want to check me out on Instagram, I'm there as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_Beauty, and I post a lot of different content on those platforms. So definitely check me out, join my Instagram fam. I would really love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to click on this video, for watching, for being here and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it, and I just hope you're all doing well wherever you are in the world, and I'm just sending you all so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.